Oh, you're around the world. Congratulations.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There is the gate open, and so you can go ahead and take your photo. This is the moment.
Yay! Yay! Look at the camera, quick, 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 quick. Good luck for us and the rest of our marriage. Means we're gonna be married forever.
Good morning from the Panama Canal.
That is so cool. That's so neat, isn't it?
Karen, this is called the Bridge of the Atlantic. Is that what they said? I think
Yes, the Bridge of the Atlantic. This is the very beginning of the lobster arm. This is called... Yes, we're looking at water. Do you see this big country? Look at that big country. There's a bridge over there. Do you see that bridge right there? And there's like this little bridge right here. Do you see that little bridge right there? That's called the Panama Canal. It's the beginning of a canal. It's the beginning of a
modern technology is awesome. Transiting the Panama Canal, thousands of miles away from my grandson, but yet
Do you have
we
a
get
banana?
to talk to him. We get to talk to him on the phone and see him. Now he's telling us he's holding a banana.
I bet that banana came from Panama.
Technology is awesome. They did see a crocodile down here too. We didn't see it. They said there was a crocodile somewhere.
Like a 10 and 12 foot crocodile. And then there's the other lots.
We have successfully transited the first 3 locks of the Panama Canal, and we are in, I believe, this is called Gantham Lake, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But what we're going to be doing now is we're just finding a nice anchorage for us, and the captain's going to drop anchor, and then we are going to take a shore excursion. We're going to take a boat onto the land. I think it gives a more in-depth tour of the Panama Canal, and eventually we're going to hop back on a train. While all that's going on, the Island Princess is actually going to raise anchor in a short period of time, maybe an hour or two, I'm not quite sure, but they're going to raise anchor and go back out the canal, and then they're going to drop anchor at the entrance, and then we're going to finish up our shore excursion, and then we're going to meet the ship, and then we're going to get back on tonight. A late start, almost like 8:30 at night, and then we're going to shoot up the coast a little bit, and we're going to go to Costa Rica. Okay, I'll try to speak up here a little bit if you can hear me. We are on, I believe it's pronounced Gantham Lake. This at one time was the largest man-made lake in the world, and they had to create this for the construction of the Panama Canal. I'll try to speak over the narrator in the background. It's got this audio speaker. But anyways, we had a little bit of a delay. Make sure I don't drop my phone into the water here. Had a little bit of a delay. The captain of the boat, the pilot of this boat holds, like you can see way up here, this boat holds like 400 people. There's only 250 on here now, but holds 400 people. He overslept, he got sick, his car broke down, something, but he wasn't here. So we had to wait on the boat for about an hour and a half. We are now on the boat, we were proceeding towards our destination. Giving a narration of the Panama Canal. That previous argument you saw up there was one of the passengers, and he was in an argument with the guy because he thinks all the beer should be free. And they're saying none of the beer is $3. Your soda and your water is free, but the beer is $3. And he was basically mad because there's been such a delay. We sat in the bus for almost an hour and a half. He thinks the beer should be free. It's not worth it. I mean, you're on vacation. It really doesn't matter. Just pay the $3, drink the beer, let's go. Anyways, so we're coming up on these. There's other ships actually transiting back and forth through this canalway in the Panama Canal. This is the Atlantic Marble. This is, I wish I knew more about this. This is actually the original Panama Canal. Then there's the extension or the addition to the Panama Canal. I'm not exactly sure which portion of the Panama Canal we're in right now, but it is kind of pretty, absolutely. Out here on one of the quietest sections of the boat so far, other than the drunk that keeps wanting to get free beer. He's like super drunk and they keep giving him beer. I don't know why they're doing that, but maybe he's paying us $3 finally. But anyways, other than one drunk guy in the boat, I'm kind of show you what we're sailing up here towards. This is, I think, this is the Bridge of the Americas. The first bridge we sailed under on the Island Princess was the Bridge of the Atlantic, and I believe that this is the Bridge of the Americas. What's really amazing is this is like solid rock. That's not like dirt under the grass. That's like solid rock. They had to blast and dynamite and carve out a lot of these man-made lakes in here. One of the tour guides was telling us earlier that 35,000 people died making the Panama Canal through all sorts of disease, malaria, yellow fever, dengue fever, mosquitoes, crocodiles, probably everything else. And just construction accidents. They said people drowned out here during the explosions of trying to blast all this rock and dynamite out. They do say that there are a lot of crocodiles in the water. We have not seen any. We're diligently looking, but we have not seen a single crocodile. Although apparently, as we were coming into the Panama Canal, the cruise director who's giving some narration of what was going on said she spotted one. Said it was about a 10 or 12 foot crocodile, and when Will scampered over to take a photograph of it, it dove under the water. But we are on the extended shore excursion at the Panama Canal, and it cost, I could be way off on this, but I think it was $189 a person. And so I'm going to give you my 411 as we go into the, what I believe is the Bridge of the Americas here. Is this tour worth it? If you are a historian nut, if you really like history like I do, if you really read books on the Panama Canal's construction like my sister Joan did, if you're really into that type of history, then you definitely want to come here. The narration of, even on the bus, talking about the historical things of Panama, and then once you get on the boat, they give a lot of history about the actual construction of the Panama Canal itself. The history itself, to me, some people may think I'm a nut, but that's worth $189. I like history. There's a lot of really in-depth history that you're gonna get by going to this type of a tour. If you are looking for some excitement, some adventure, you know, great service, fantastic food, and everything like that, this is not gonna. And you want to be back on the cruise ship in like an hour or a couple hours. This is not the tour for you. The food out here was marginal. It wasn't all that great. and there's only one kind of beer, although our local drunk seems to have become affixed to it. I think it's called Bolero, I believe it's the red can. But then we'll offer you one kind of beer. It's a really cheap soda. You're not going to get Coke or Pepsi or 7-Up or Diet Dr. Pepper, nothing like that. You get some kind of a local carbonated fruit drink that it didn't look very good, so I didn't try it. Bottled water and one kind of beer. Food was marginal at best. So if you're looking for some really first-class service, this is not the type of tour you want to go on, at least in my opinion. But is it worth it? If you're into history like I am, and you're really into history of the Panama Canal and the country of Panama, then yes, it is. And we're going to finish up. We're continuing to go through the Panama Canal. And what we were told is that by the time we are done here, we're actually going to be in the Pacific Ocean.
1 hour later.
I'd like to tell you that I know what's going on, but I don't have a clue. We have tied up next to this massively large tugboat over here as I walk over here. I don't know why we're tied up to the tugboat. So that's the gate to the lock, and the water is either rising or lowering. I think it's lowering because I can see like a water line here, so I think we're going down. In fact, actually we have to be going down because I can tell that the water on the other side over here is much lower. So, and I can tell that it looks like we're lowering, so we're definitely going down. So we're lowering. I'm not quite sure why we're tied up to the tugboat. Maybe so our boat doesn't drift into the wall or something like that. That might be the case. But we're definitely going down. And I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, maybe less, those gates will open up. We'll be at the same water level as this lake on the other side, and we're just going to go right through it. So we're getting ready to go through the lock, but we can't go to the lock until this catches up with us. That, in naval terminology, is what you call a big-ass ship. Anyways, he's got to come catch up to us. They'll close the locks behind them, and then we're going to go down.
Okay, it's going down. You could feel how we dropping down.
That wasn't there, not
You
3
can see
minutes
that.
ago. Not 3 minutes ago,
We
that
dropped
was-
about 6 feet in about 180 seconds.
Oh, that's more like 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah, you can actually see it. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but you can actually see us dropping. I can feel it now a little bit, actually.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There is the gate opening, so you could go ahead and take your photo. This is the moment.
This is the moment.
Those gate that has more than 100 years. Date from 1907.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the moment. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
So the Panama Canal t-shirt from this moment will be selling 2 for 28.
That's a gate opener.
The lock that we're in is going to drop 27 feet, and then we're going to be able to sail out evenly without the rest of the transit canal. And joining us is the sailboat.
Here from this locks, after we exit from the locks, we will be sailing into the ocean. So you will be sailing into the Pacific Ocean of Panama City.
I described it as a motley looking crew. I think in reality, this guy and these guys here are all part of the Panama Canal Authority. I think the only 2 people that really own the boat are that young woman right there and this guy right here. But they're tying up to us. And then once that behemoth of a ship pulls up behind us, and they're gonna open up those locks. Where are you guys from?
Denmark.
Where?
Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Where are you sailing to?
Denmark.
Oh, you're around the world. Congratulations. How much further? I mean, obviously you still got to go across the Pacific, Indian, and everything else. You got a long ways to go. How long have you been at the sea so far? I'm sorry, how long? Oh, so it's July of last year? How much does, if you don't mind me asking, how much in US dollars does it cost you to go through the canal? 500? Oh, well, 1,500. Congratulations on your voyage. So I'm not sure if you caught all that or not, because these guys on the PA system here are just constantly talking. But this big behemoth ship right here is pulling up behind us. And when it gets in behind us, then they're gonna drop the locks. I think I said it earlier, but I think it was like 27 feet, I think. We're gonna drop down, I believe, 27 feet. And then I was talking to the skipper, the captain of this boat right here. That's him and his wife. These are just the linesmen here from working with the Panama Canal. This is the pilot. And they're getting them through. It cost them $1,500 to get this boat through the Panama Canal. They are from Denmark, and they are on a round-the-world cruise, just he and his wife, and they've been out to sea since July of this year, and it's going to take them an estimated 2-year journey. So they've got from July 2019 to July 2021, just he and his wife. And keep in mind, they're coming out of the Atlantic and Caribbean. They've probably visited all sorts of tropical islands. I mean, the West Indies. They're probably just having a fabulous, fabulous time. And I'm kind of envious. I wished I knew how to sail, but these guys are. I mean, they're just sailing around the world and doing their own thing. So here's this massive ship coming up behind us. Yay! Yay! Look at the camera! Quick! Good luck good luck for us and the rest of our marriage. It means we're gonna be married forever. So if you got that, touching the wall of the Panama Canal as you're going through the locks is good luck in your marriage. You're gonna be married for a long time, and if you're single, if you touch the wall, it means you're destined to get married soon. But Karen and I, Sarah and John touched it. I got a still photograph of that, and then Karen and I touched it, but Karen almost fell in, but she didn't fall in, so I still think it means our marriage is good, despite the fact she almost fell in the lock. Those are natural deer of Panama. You see a couple of them. Let's see a couple of them over here. We have successfully transited the Panama Canal. That's our little boat. That's our boat back there, as I said previously. We haven't seen any crocodiles. People keep saying there's crocodiles on the shore. And in fact, the guy said, oh yeah, we saw crocodiles yesterday. I don't see a single crocodile. I'm looking around. We've been looking for crocodiles. I mean, everybody says there's crocodiles here. And when we pulled in this morning, the cruise director on the ship said she saw one, about a 10-footer near the ship. I didn't see it, but she said she saw one. But you think this would be prime crocodilian hangout, this beach where it'd be sunning themselves or whatever. I don't see a single one. So I'm sure they're here, but we're not seeing them. But again, if you're interested in the history of Panama or the construction of the Panama Canal, I would, even though it sounds like I'm being a Debbie Downer on this, I'm not. I would definitely come. You do get a lot of information. It's just an overload of information. And maybe it's just because I'm a YouTube vlogger and I'm trying to get a little bit of commentary in, but you cannot get a word in edgewise, because just like right now, this guy's talking yet again. But maybe I'm just being Debbie Downer. Anyways, we're gonna finish this. We find out we're supposed to get off, disembark, and get on a bus, and then we're gonna head off to a pier where the ship is. We did find that out. The ship's tied up at a pier. We're gonna be able to get on that. It's gonna be a long day. I don't think we're gonna get underway till 8 or 8:30. It's gonna be a long night dinner. I don't think I'm gonna film any more. We're probably gonna go ahead and wrap this up with Panama, unless I do end up seeing a crocodile on the beach or something like that, or something really obscure. If I don't see anything obscure, we're gonna call an end for right now. Again, a good time here in Panama. I enjoyed it. I sound like an idiot because I'm being Debbie Downer on how much these guys are talking, but I'm not. It is a good tour, and if I had to do it all over again, would I? Yes. I do enjoy history, and I actually want to learn a lot more about the Panama Canal, this construction, and how everything was done, laid out. It is really interesting, and it's neat to go through the canal. It really is. But again, if you're looking for a nice 3-4 hour excursion, here they're talking again.
Where the Panamanian flag is hanging on top of the hills. That hill is the highest point in
Oh, the highest point, not in Panama, but the highest point in Panama City.
199 meters high.
199 meters high, highest point in the city. That's a perfect example of what I mean about information overload. Anyways, I'm gonna try to talk over this again. I would definitely come, just kind of blot the constant yakety yak of information, but you're gonna learn a lot. Didn't have any rain. You can see rain showers. There's rain showers over there. It doesn't rain a lot here in Panama. When I was here in the Navy in 1983, on board the USS Arkansas, my cruiser, we went through here and it rained it seemed like it rained the entire transit. But not raining now, but there's some rain in the distance, so it does rain here quite a bit. I would definitely, oh, you know what, there's something in the water right there. I think it looks like a crocodile. Actually, no bullshit.